Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today is Sunday, so I'm going to be doing a self-care day. And I already got my hair cut and trimmed. My mom is a hairdresser, so she was able to do it for me. So that was like one thing I want to do today just for myself. And then I thought I would just do a video on some of my favorite products that I'm loving right now. And I plan on every Sunday doing a self-care video. So if you're interested, please subscribe and yeah, keep following along and see the journey. But the first thing I'm going to talk about in my self-care must-haves is a nice water cup. Water is great for hydration. It's good for your skin, good for your everything, like your lips and organs, everything. So a good pretty cup definitely encourages me to drink my water. So I highly suggest if you ever are struggling to get your water intake in, get yourself a nice cup, get yourself maybe like a hydration packet, and then just enjoy it that way. And then, or you could always get your water and add fruit. I love adding lemon or berries and let it kind of like steep in, and it always is really good. Also, another trick is finding the temperature you like to drink your water at. I like to drink my water like at really cold, like ice cold, where my really good friend, she drinks her water room temperature. So if you think you don't like water, you might just be drinking a temperature you don't enjoy. That's just something to look into. Another big form of self-care is making sure you take your vitamins. I still take prenatal vitamins. I have a 3-month-old son, so I'm just finishing up those vitamins for now. But yeah, making sure you take a good multivitamin for you. You can always talk to your doctor, talk to a naturopath doctor, anything like that, and just finding what vitamins work for your body. But vitamins and water are two big starts to self-care if you're interested in that. And then the next thing I'm going to share for self-care is I will go from like head to toe, I guess. This is my favorite shampoo and conditioner right now. I love this brand, the Maui brand. So I love this one a lot, the purple container. I have tried the pink, and for my hair, I did not like it as much. This one is just Revive and Hydrate, and it's for dry, damaged waves and curls. I do have like a little curl to my hair. You kind of can't tell because it's way down right now from leave-in conditioner. But yeah, so that's one thing is I suggest is a good shampoo and conditioner. This is just drugstore, and I do find the quality is well made for my hair. Not everybody will like this one, but this is this one that's tried and true. And then I do have the hair care moisture shea butter like hair mask, and I love this hair mask so much. It is so pretty, and it smells amazing, and that's what it just looks like. It's a nice consistency. It does last a good amount of time, and I find it helps a lot with just keeping my hair like knot free, because my hair is finer and my hair gets really knotty. So I like to do a mask very like at least once a week. And then the next thing I'm loving right now is this a milky leave-in conditioner by Sol de Janeiro. This is just like a little travel size, but oh, I use it all the time and I really like it. I highly suggest this. This is actually one of my favorite brands and beauty products. And then another thing I'm using and liking right now is the Tresemme Wave. And I just spray this in my hair when my hair is wet, and just gives it a little bit of like wave to it. And I think it might be a heat protectant. Yeah, it's a heat protectant. So one thing with taking care of your hair is you want to put even if you don't use hot tools, you want to always have a heat protector in your hair, especially during the summertime or if you live in a warm climate. That way the sun doesn't damage your hair. That's what I've heard, and that's what I do, and I find it helps. But if I'm like going to the beach, I will make sure I put a little extra heat protectant in my hair. And yeah, I don't know let me know in the comments if you know anything about that, but I've heard that and I've done it ever since. And then the next thing I'm going to share that I love is this L'Oreal Smooth Intense Frizz Taming Serum. I have the frizziest hair. I swear, it's so bad. I have all these little baby hairs, and I've always had frizzy hair. So I use this after I shower as well. And I find it does help when I put like a little bit of a serum in and just kind of helps the baby hairs. And then another thing with self-care is if you always have your hair in like a hair tie, it does help damage it. So a good claw clip will help a lot with just keeping your hair from damaging. And I find it does help, but sometimes I find it pulls a little bit, so I find it can get uncomfortable, but a good scrunchie is also helpful. And then one thing I thought was so cute, I thought I would share, and I got this for Christmas, was this like little pleather hair scrunchie. And I'm like, oh, this would be really cute if you're doing like a high ponytail for dinner and going out on date night. So yeah, just something like those are just some of the hair care products that I'm loving right now that I'm using on a regular daily basis, and I find are well worth the money. They're pretty much all drugstore products. A lot of my stuff is drugstore, I find, so I don't use too much high-end products. I do sometimes splurge, but a lot of times I just use drugstore. The next thing I'm going to share is, I'll share body, like our face. I'll share my face care. So the next big thing I love is, well, I'll actually share our teeth and then face. A good toothpaste. This is my favorite toothpaste. I find it does really whiten my teeth. And a good part of self-care is making sure you take care of your teeth and your gums. I just use regular toothbrush and then a good quality toothpaste and flossing and all that. So that's one part of self-care that I find is so important. You always want to make sure, even if you're not feeling great, take a good shower, brush your teeth, brush your hair, just do those little things for yourself. Throw in some lip balm, drink a glass of water. You don't have to do a ton, but those couple things on a regular basis will really help your mood and just get you in a good feeling. The next thing I'm loving is this Summer Fridays Hot Cocoa Lip Butter. I love this so much. My sister got me it for Christmas, and I find it so great. It smells amazing. And highly recommend it. It's so pretty. And it is honestly so hydrating on your lips. Makes your lips feel amazing. And you can't really tell, like, it doesn't really put too much color on your lips, which is nice. So I find that's really great. And then another lip balm I'm loving, I've shared some of these products before because they're just products I truly love, is this Wink Lux matcha chapstick. And it looks like a lipstick, and it does not come on green, but it just comes on clear, but it smells amazing as well. So pretty. I don't know if you can see the brand. Like, it's Wink Lux. And this one's from Shoppers. Yeah, I got this one for Christmas, and I'm loving this as well. I love that it's kind of small. So, like, this one's a little bit longer. So, for, like, travel, this one's a little bit better. But I love both. And, yeah. This one I highly recommend. And I guess if you have someone who's really into, like, Wicked right now, you could get them the matcha one because it kind of is green and cute. I think at least you could kind of make a little gift basket with that. And then the next thing I'm loving, and this is like my tried and true, I've been using this system since I was 12 years old. I've never had a breakout ever in my life, so I highly recommend this. Is I just grabbed the travel size. I do have the full size, but I didn't want to carry all this stuff around. So it is the Clinique three-step system. So this is like the face wash, the toner, and then the moisturizer. This is honestly my tried and true. I think this is the absolute best system, but I think probably almost anything you use, if you use it on a regular basis and you keep up with it, will probably honestly help as long as it works with your skin. This is just, I use this, it worked with my skin, and I've never changed it ever in my life. So yeah, highly recommend it though. If you're somebody who is looking for a really good face wash and face care system, I do recommend the Clinique. I'm 31 years old and I've been using mine since I was either 11 or 12. So let's say 12, so almost 20 years. And it's amazing. It is pricey, but you can get deals. So I would say look for a good deal and purchase it if you're interested. The next thing I'm going to share is this one. This is a face oil. I've been using this. This is great for hydration. This is not a brand. Somebody actually made this in my family and I just love it. So sometimes if you're looking for like a good hydrating product, you can always look on Pinterest and try to make some stuff, and you might find product you end up liking more that you can make yourself. And it's always worth a try, but this is a great hydrating face serum or face oil and moisturizer. That's what it is. And I use this one at night. My forehead has been so dry since I've had my son, so I highly recommend, if you're not finding a store brand product you like, try to find something maybe that somebody's making locally in your area, or you might be able to find something that you can make that it might save some money and you might enjoy it. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is a good night cream. I love this brand. It is so great. It's Sukin. It's an Australian natural brand. I get this at Winners. You can also purchase it at Sobeys if you're in Canada. This is $10. It's really honestly a great quality product. I love it. It's nice and thick, and I highly recommend this brand as well. If you're looking for like a brand that's maybe a little bit more affordable, I say look into this brand. It's just super hydrating and just super nice. And one random thing, another little tip, if you find you bought a moisturizer that you do not like for your face, use it on your feet or your hands. And so that was a tip someone gave me before, and so that way you don't waste the product. Or you can always give the product away, but if you want to use the product, use it on your feet or hands if it's something you don't enjoy on your face, unless it gives you like an allergic reaction. But if it's just something you're like, didn't feel great on your face, that's another thing you can do that a lot of people have suggested to me before. Another thing I love, and this is just from Dollar Tree, they're the Global Beauty brand. It's a 3-pack for like $1.75 here in Canada. I think in the States Dollar Tree is $1.25. Is the nose strips. I know some people do not like nose strips, but I love them. I try to do one at least once a week or a couple times a month. And I really don't get a ton of blackheads. Like, I've gone for facials and had like only like one blackhead that they've had to remove. And I do think these help a ton with that. So I know some people say don't use them, they're not good for your skin. I really like them. I find this brand is really good. I just wet my nose a little bit, put it on, wet it, let it fully dry, and then I try to rip it off like on both sides kind of, and I find that helps get a ton of stuff out, and it's really great. I would recommend these for something that's super affordable, that is easy to use and great, in my opinion. But I know some people don't like them. Another product I'm going to share is for me, this is just something I like, is the Hawaiian Tropicana Hydration Serum. That's a sunblock. One good way to take care of your skin is sunscreen. This is one of my favorite sunscreens for my face. I bought it last summer. I used it all summer long. This is just what I have like left from last summer. And if you're going outside, even if you're not really planning to be in the sun, you should always put on sunscreen. That's what it looks like. And it is really hydrating. It's really nice, but it's nice because it protects your skin. And it just really nice. And it smells super good. It makes me think of like when I was in daycare as a kid. But yeah, this is one thing that I do think that everyone should always be using is sunscreen, especially on your face. All the time you should be putting it on if you're going outside, because in the sun it can be damaging. So yeah. The next thing I'm going to share is a face mask. Again, we're going in with that Australian brand. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I kind of already butchered it, so I'm not going to do that again. But it's this face mask. I got this for $6 at Winners. That's what it looks like. It's a little crazy looking. I definitely look like an Oompa Loompa when I come out wearing it. But it smells kind of funky, to be honest. But I really like it. And it does make my skin feel really good. So I do recommend always having like a face mask on hand. You can get paper masks. You can get any type of mask you like. But I switch it up. Sometimes I will do like a clay mask, and then I'll do like a nose strip, a face mask, and it's kind of like giving yourself a facial at home. I know some people say you don't need to do all that, but my thing is, if I want to be home and I don't have like a ton of money to spend on facials, that's just something I do, and I find I like it a lot. So a good face mask is a great way to give yourself some self-care and just keep it simple. And then another thing I like is Nair. I love this watermelon Nair for your face. I use it on my upper lip. I did get laser hair removal on my upper lip, but I still have hair. It's just the way it works out. Sometimes it doesn't get it all off. So I just use this to get the rest of it. And I use this probably like once a month. But the watermelon Nair smells so good. And it does make you just think of summer. So it's amazing. But I highly recommend a good like hair removal product. I thought for razors, I don't have one right now. I'm using a razor that I'm not a fan of, but my favorite razor is the Venus 5-blade. I feel like that's my tried and true razor. I've tried other razors and my skin's super sensitive, so they just don't work for me. And then I'm almost through. The next thing I think is always really good is a good little eye cream. This is just a sample one from Clinique. But with eye cream, you definitely don't need a ton. So this little sample will last quite a while. And it's just an All About Eyes Clinique eye cream. You kind of can't see anything, but it's really nice. Great quality. And whenever I get Clinique, I always try to get like when they have the samples, or like you get like a little gift with your purchase. And then I'll get like eye creams and stuff like that. And it's always really great. So I do think a big part of self-care is just taking care of your skin. And eye cream is great thing to be doing. The next thing, talking about taking care of your skin, is this Sol de Janeiro cream. I love the original scent. I like the other scents as well. I do think they are great. But the original scent has my heart. It smells so good. It is a beautiful, beautiful body butter. And it lasts a long time because you do not need a lot. It is honestly one of probably my top products. If you're going to invest in a product, this is the product to invest in my opinion. And it is so gorgeous. It just hydrates your skin so nicely. And it gives you such like a great feeling in your skin. And it smells good. This is a scent, for me, it goes really good with my pHs, so I really like that. And I just think it's one of probably the best scents I've ever smelled. It's one of my top favorites. But yeah, so the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, I think is a top one for me. And it's something I will always invest in. And I also have like the spray, the body oil, all of that in this brand. But I'll buy the gift sets. Around Christmas time, I'll go and I'll purchase a couple gift sets, or I'll purchase the biggie. And then that way it lasts me all throughout the year. And yeah, that's what I just do. That way I can get it kind of cheaper because it is so expensive. The last item I'm going to share for self-care that I highly recommend is a foot cream. I love this Freeman foot cream. I got it off Amazon. It's an overnight foot treatment. And I really like it. I think it's really good. But a good foot cream. Hand cream is also great. I didn't grab any. But yeah, that's just another thing that I think you should invest. Or not even invest, because this one's like $5. So it's not even an investment, really. It's just more just having it, using it, just to take care of your feet, you know. And then, of course, pedicures, manicures, that all helps too with taking care of your feet and your nails. And it's a hygienic thing. But I do think there's a great ways to take care of yourself. My nails, I used to paint them all the time. But since being pregnant and having my son, I barely have ever painted my nails. I think it's just more, not really interested in it right now. But I do have a ton of nail polish. I love painting my nails. So yeah, that's everything that I recommend for some self-care, taking care of yourself, feeling good. Like I said, every Sunday I plan on doing a little video about self-care, if it's a haul, products I recommend, just stuff like that. I have several ideas in mind. So if you're interested, please subscribe. I'm so excited to have this little series going on in my channel, and I appreciate everybody who is subscribed and watches my videos. So I'll see you in the next one.